Hello, 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 and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and tell a friend. Oops. On the docket today, we have Seeking Sister Wives Season 5, Episode 10, Seeking a deeper understanding. Um, I thought this was filler.
It was. I kept looking for the Sherwoods and the Ryans through this whole episode, and I know that's bad.
I don't
but I
think
do
they would
have
have been any better.
but I do have a theory about our favorite couple, though. I do have a theory.
Which is our favorite couple?
Garricky and what's the face,
Oh,
Danny.
Garricky. Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
have a theory.
What is it?
So let's get the other Yahoos out the way first, though, because it's gonna be the y'all. We gonna try to make this to 15 minutes, but if we don't make it, we can sincerely apologize.
Okay.
Because if we weren't doing this live, if this were a recording, this would probably be a cute short or something.
Mm-hmm.
But since we're here, we gonna try to get y'all 15 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. So which of the things do we want to get out the way first?
Davis family or Salahudin? Because there was
This
only three couples on this week.
True. Let's go with the Davises. Okay.
The Davises.
So
Okay. Uh-huh.
Danielle's faking in front and still.
Uh-huh.
That she's okay with looking for a new sister wife. I'm like, okay, lies and more lies, but okay, we'll roll with it. Everyone's questioning
Mm-hmm.
her willingness, as they should, because they know she
Mm-hmm.
lying too. Okay, we'll go with it. And we meet Jasmine. You know, Jasmine seems nice. She seems to have an understanding of the plural life. Danielle, of course, has red flags because, like, oh my god, like, blah blah blah. I'm like, Danielle, of course you're gonna be the one with red flags because you're the one who doesn't want life. Fine, we understand it. So they play this game. They play Jenga and remove the easiest pieces first and ask. Danielle asks a good question, like, let's dive right in. Have you done this before? Old girl says no. When I say old girl, Jasmine says no, but I've been interested. Okay, fine. Jasmine's reasoning is because, she is looking for a stable environment for her and her son. Okay, we can go with that.
So she want babysitters.
Well, yes. Free babysitting. Free free babysitting. Let's not remember that free babysitting. So
Mm.
they ask the nice questions, this and that. She says she grew up in a household where her mom was the breadwinner and her dad was the one at home with the kids. I'm like, okay, that's not a bad thing.
So she watched the
Immediately,
show in previous season.
yes.
Okay.
So, Danielle still red flags, like, okay, she seems really nice and blah blah blah. Date's over. They go back to Nick to report. Nick's like, he's cheesy. He's like, okay, she sounds nice. He's like, she's easy on the eyes. She crude, okay. And he's like, okay. And Danielle, what do you think? She's like, blah blah blah. Cause no, let me go back. They asked, what's the next steps? Like, should they go on all go on a date together? Should Jasmine go by herself? Danielle, what do you think? Well, I think that I I think they should go by themselves to get know so she can know Nick better. But I just think it's whatever she's comfortable with. I'm like, okay, this is where we're going. Cute. Go back to Nick. And Nick's like, okay, Danielle, like, are you comfortable? I'm looking at Nick. You playing producer right now because you keeping the mess going. You just want to make sure she's not. You're just making sure she's comfortable. No,
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to keep the storyline going because y'all have nothing else. We feel you, Nick. We feel you. You're trying to secure a bag for next season, probably. No worries. So Dan's like, yeah, But then she's on the camera. She's like, I have to be on guard because this is somebody I could potentially marry. Oh my god! Just like I said, it's gonna be a whole storyline for the whole season. Oh, okay, so now they're out the way. Like I said, moral of the story is Danielle is still lying, and they all know it. But okay, next is the who people, the Sahaloudins.
Yeah.
Now we meet Jahari. She's very nice. She's in a
Mm-hmm.
plural lifestyle. They met online. She's in a relationship with another couple. She's bisexual, so she has a relationship with the man and the woman. And they bring her in. Why they do that to her? To talk to Jamila about the actual lifestyle. I'm like, well, Debbie, tell me if I'm wrong. I like Jahari. I do like her, but here's the issue. When when you're going by standards, like what the world sees me as, and bring someone in who actually is bisexual, who's having sex with both parties, their mind automatically goes to like, oh, you just in it for the sex. I mean, like she's great, but I wouldn't have picked her. It's not like
Mhm.
she's involved with both people, and that's how people
Mhm.
see polygamy. So, but anyway, Joe's there, and they prepare Joe. Jamila comes in. They had garlic. It's half French or something, but they probably serve garlic or something. I'm guessing. I guess the whole menu. I guess the whole menu is garlic. I guess it's all good. It's garlic. I mean, that's my expectation. They sit down. Jamila comes in and she's on ready. And they're like, "Hey, this is our friend Jahari. She's a she's like, you can call me Joe. They call her Joe."
Mhm.
And they're like, "Friend. What do you mean, friend? They're just our friend." She's like, "Oh, because I thought you were trying to do something to me, and you shouldn't have done that." And I was like, "Okay." So they go back and forth. Jahari's just letting Jamila know about their lifestyle. Joe was open to what she has to say because she understands, she's like, my mom was the same way. She didn't approve
Mhm.
because, Jamila's like, yeah, everyone else will do what they want to do, but not for my son. She's like, I get that. She's like, my mom was the same way before she met my couple. And so, Jamila's being pleasant, but she's mad. So then, unfortunately, the grandbaby comes up. And Jamila's like, you should have thought about the grandbaby and blah, blah, blah. And Nyla's like, hold up, confessional time. She franking her friend. Her reasoning for not liking this is changed like so many times. She's not consistent, and now this is the last straw she can grasp. And she's like, let's call things. She has no relationship with her granddaughter. She gets on the phone for 5 minutes and that's it. So they go back to the table, going back to the table. They going back and forth, and she's like, "When's the last time you talked to her?" I'm like, "Uh oh." But Jamila Babykins, I'm so sorry, but she got you right there because you couldn't answer the question. I'm like, oops, that's too bad for you. So more back and forth, and this is where it kind of turns a little bit left because Jamila's like, now you being disrespectful. Now you being disrespectful. She's like, nah, you talking about my child, blah blah blah. I'm like, well, Jamila, yet again, she kind of got you there. So more back and forth, and then she's what did she say? She's like, you know what? You assume about mine and I talk to mine. She's like, so who's making an ass of themselves? You. She's like, hold up. Now you being disrespectful. She's like, you talking about my child. And then going back and forth. She's like, I'm leaving. So she gets up, puts her friend shawl or whatever the thing is on. She's like, oh, so you just gonna walk out? She's like, okay. She's like, yeah, I might just walk over and slap you. She's like, what you think gonna happen if you do? And
But the
Jamila,
best part of that was when Jahari said, "Don't do that. Take it down a notch.
right?
Don't do that. Don't do that." And Naeem ain't doing nothing but sitting there
No,
like this.
right?
Not again. And then
Yep.
that girl, the hostess, come out and she's like,
Yes.
um, um, never mind, and runs
Yep.
back in. That was
Yep.
the funniest part for me. Oh,
When
and
when
when Jahori drinks the drink, said, "Waste not, want not."
right? But the hostess comes out. She picking like, what's going on out here? That was hilarious to me. And then Jamila was taking off her shawl, and then Nyla jumped up. I'm like, oh, here we go. And I'm like, you ain't gonna do nothing, but still. And then Jamila quickly put back her shawl. Quick, just put back her little shawl real quick. I'm like, mm-hmm. We thought she so, but then she had some mess to say while she was leaving the restaurant. I'm like, see, what was all that rah rah when Nyla stood up though? I'm not a fan of beating up on the elderly or the senior citizens or the elders. I'm not for that. But what was your rah rah when Nyla got up though? I do have a question about that. So they leaving, and Joe said we don't do this. Put your crown back on. And she's like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna take a sip of this shot real quick. I'm like, hey, I ain't mad at you, Nyla. I ain't mad at you. So that was them. We knew we said last week wasn't no go fisticuffs, no happenings. Too much security, too many cameras. They're not gonna let that
But
happen in the people's restaurant.
let's address what Ryan says. It could be either or, but I'm gonna
You're
take it
right.
as the hostess
The
coming
hostess.
out and saying, we've got other, guests in house, and could you please simmer down away? Um, Another thing too, I don't think that Jamila and Naeem, wait, no, Nyla and Naeem have an actual storyline that pertains to any sort of seeking of a sister wife. Their storyline is Jamila.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
And basically, because she said it, she's like, time that they're
Right.
doing like a little pop up thing to get a
Yes.
reaction out of her.
Mm-hmm.
And we're having trouble streaming to YouTube. This may cause an issue on YouTube's end. We'll keep trying and let you know if it's resolved. Okay, so I do apologize, guys. I just got a notification that StreamYard is having trouble streaming to YouTube. So
We're good though.
um
We're on YouTube, so we're
we're
good.
okay.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. Alrighty, well, I'll okay. So please forgive us if anything happens. But yeah, sorry about that. I totally got sidetracked. I I I don't think they have a partner for storyline other than their mother.
Right.
And it's sad because now it's very obvious.
But we said that though.
And then, have you heard the rumors about the reason why they're on this show? Because they owe back rent.
I believe it, but it's still. But Debbie, let's not play pretend. We called this like way long ago though. We're just going along with what they're
Yeah.
showing us. All
Well,
right.
we're just talking about what we're seeing, and it's all trash. But okay, so next, the largest dumpster fire, the Merrifields, Rio de Janeiro.
Okay, but here's the thing with these two. So Danielle, like we're back. We're still in Brazil, and going along with this storyline, and we find out the reason they can't get married because the judge found out that they have Danielle and Garrick have a stable relationship, so they denied the marriage. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna call the thing a thing. Who here but does not believe that Danielle called the judge to let them know that you can't marry them? We a couple. Like, who believes? Who does not believe Danielle ratted them out?
No,
Or
wait,
production?
not even Danielle. Production. I believe in production
Or
first.
production.
Production says, "Hey, we're here to do like a show about polygamy, and we know you're a big old Catholic country and everything, but these are the pictures of our cast, and they're coming in for a license, and we want to film that."
Right.
Oh my God. Oh, I hope everybody's okay in Michigan. So okay. Since you're doing so swell on this description of this this bin box show, continue with the Merrifields. I thought it had some unnecessary stuff in there, but I guess it made Danielle feel good.
It did, because she was doing everything in her power to sabotage it. This is insane. So she's sitting there trying to feel like, like, I feel really bad that the marriage didn't go through, but I do think it was the best. God put Garrick and me together. So, it's all about timing and, blah, 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 blah. So, anywho, the friends come over for what was supposed to be the wedding celebration.
Wait, you forgot the doctor visit.
Oh,
rubbing salt into the wound.
Right.
Danielle.
Who's the mother? Oh my God! Congratulations! So blessings. And Natalia's in there just like mad as hell. And the doctor said like, oh, you're like 12 weeks, and Gary's like, well, like 11, 11, 12, somewhere around there. Sir, come on now. And you look at Natalia just pissed, like this is a setup. So they're all happy, yada yada yada. So let's fast forward to the party. Get to the party. The friends come in, loving Lauren. She was the best part of this whole episode. But unfortunately, Lauren, we won't be asking you back because you made too much damn sense. Sorry, Lauren. We like you though, but you won't be asked back. You did not contribute to the dumpster fire.
As a translator, we need her.
You're right. But she was making too much
She
sense though.
translate, but she translated very well between idiots.
She did, but it
So
was
I
still
think we could have her back.
okay. We can have her back, but she's gonna have to do better on the messing. She's gonna need to add
Right,
some
but she can
messiness.
make sense. But if she's talking to sand, who's not like these people are empty vessels, they're not taking it in. Like we agreeing with her, but who she's
Right.
saying it to, they don't understand what she's saying. So it's like even better. So she could come back.
I mean, I just need her to do better on the mess. That's all. I mean, she was just translating too well. She was doing her job too well. Basically, is what
I
happened.
loved it though. I really did. I loved her.
And then Natalia was making sense. And then when Danielle was sitting there, Danielle was killing me with the faux tears. I'm like, girl, we all know you ain't crying. We know you sprayed some mist on your face to get some moisture, because she was just sitting there like, you know, can you just ask Natalia if she could like open up to me, please? Because I just feel like ever since I've been here, that she's been like I've been shut out. And I'm like, oh gosh, no, no, shut up, Danielle. And then we're gonna shift over to Natalia, where she was like, you know, Garrick, I feel like you ignored me. You didn't take time for me. We didn't have a conversation. You told me about the baby, but you didn't, pull me aside and have a conversation. And then Danielle's like, well, I don't know about that because, I saw Garrick. He talked to you. He was talking to you, having conversation. He was emotional. He was crying. So I don't know, like, what you're talking about.
Here's the thing though. I understood what Natalia was saying.
Sorry, that.
When Natalia said you didn't talk to me, it's not, yes, he spoke to her and told her that Danielle
Right,
was pregnant, but what he did not go on to explain is why you lying,
right,
because this confirms it for me. He was telling Natalia that he was no longer sleeping with Danielle. Proof in
agreed.
the pudding is that we haven't had a child in 14 years. She's like a sister to me. That's why I call her sister. You will be my primary wife.
Mm-hmm.
And this episode proved that to me. So, again, she's trying to hold Garrick accountable for his actions
Mm-hmm.
and what he says, and he's trying to quote Bible scriptures.
Right. Well, looking like a
It was
deer caught in headlights.
sad. It was sad. But Natalia, you better than me.
All right. So then we end off this episode with it's their last day
Hmm.
in Rio, and it happens to be, the wedding didn't go through, but it just happens to be his birthday, and they're gonna walk down Copacabana Beach,
And we
and
all know what happens last night in town for Garrick.
of course, that's what he's saying. Like, I guess they go to some restaurant and they're talking, and he's talking to Natalia lovingly. She's smiling, and Danielle mad. And Gary's like, it's my last night, and last night I stayed with you. I'm like, okay, and Natalia's smiling, and Danielle's sitting here looking like, really, Garrick, you gonna sleep with her? I'm like,
No, I interpret it as sloppy seconds, boo, because he shot up the club in in my uterus, but you're still
right,
regular. I she's like, you can have him tonight, but I have him for the next 18 years.
right,
So I don't know. It was, and that was the episode.
and then and guess what, guys? New
Mhm.
plan for next season. They're going to file for the K1 visa.
But Didn't they say? Oh, you mean that's their next season's
That's the next season,
storyline?
correct? Yes.
Uh, but we love it. We love it. But the thing is, Natalia runs away from them, doesn't she?
Probably. I mean, I would.
Because I saw the picture of her getting her law certificate in
Oh,
Brazil.
mhm.
Yes. Yes,
Nice.
her law certificate. Like she had just went and like swore her oath or whatever because she had her
Oh,
passport and the certificate and she was holding it in front of her. Um, so yeah, I mean, she's at the start of a whole new career for herself that
right.
she has studied so hard for. Why would she want to marry Garrick and come here and be a babysitter?
Mm-hmm. Today we get today three to their three kids.
I know. I know. Yeah. And I could see if Garrick was like somebody good looking. Um maybe more attractive to me. I should say that he's probably attractive to her, but he's not to me. So to me it's not really worth it. Um Natalia should be petty and deny Garrick. Ooh, I would have said I have my period, but that's just me.
Sisters
Uh,
90 days, right?
uh, um,
When yeah, when they get back to the United States.
yes, the lady from Michigan, Miriam. Why I remember her name so good and where she come from. I'm looking forward to this, and I know I'm looking forward to it too much because I'm gonna be disappointed.
Right.
Mm. Garrick, Garrick looks like he needs to put glasses on. He's always squinting. That's because he's trying to think.
Right.
Mm. Garrick is probably into that. Oh. Ooh. I don't know. I would have to make something up like endometriosis, um, fibroids. I don't know. I'm miscarrying. I don't know. I would have to make something up, like cut the inside of my thigh, make it look like a dead chicken was, slaughtered down there. I don't know. Rub it with fish so that it wouldn't be appealing. I don't know, but I would have to do something big to get him up and off of me on that last night. Just saying. Just saying. Not that I'm wishing anything like that on anybody, but look, it's either that or have intercourse with Garrick. I don't know. Mm-mm. Anyhow, that was the show. Jamal
Yep.
did not make 15 minutes.
No, we're at 23. So,
You supposed to cut off at 15.
oh no, I said we make it to 15. We're lucky. So we got to
Oh,
22.
okay.
So we did good. We did good. We did good. All right, guys. This is all filler. Thank you guys for joining us today for this mess, and tomorrow should be so much fun.
Yes, tomorrow we have our double header. And just so you know, Jamal, MILF Manor, we have to be as PG, politically correct as possible because for some reason, the last two shows that we did on MILF Manor have not been monetized. Now, although we love coming out here and talking with you, we still like at least 30 people to look at our content. And for some reason, the U and the Tube does not like our MILF Manor recaps. So we're going to come out here and be as good as possible, politically correct, all of the proper clinical terms, no violence, no nothing. So we're going to be
Okay,
boring, but bring your notes and we'll be ready.
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Besides, the episode wasn't that bad. Like these episodes, like
No,
last season was way worse.
way worse.
What was said during MILF Manor Live should not, it just says that our content isn't suitable for advertising. And so therefore they don't put it out on the algorithm. So we're just not, I mean, we don't get out on the algorithm, period. But now it's just really bad. Really bad. So Someone's punishing us. But at least we're not getting struck in the UK like how some creators are for Love in Paradise and not getting texts, cease and
Oof.
desist or whatever, take
Right?
that. Yeah. One content creator, his video is banned in the UK because of a complaint.
Oh.
And I'm just like, wow, thank God we don't make money off of this.
I've watched Moving Mads, like two of his videos. I'm like, oof,
Mm-hmm.
Kyle, stop it, just stop it, sir. Let it go. Like, no.
Yeah. Heidi got something, my thoughts. And then Justin, oh shit, what's his name? Justin something. He's this guy with red hair that I
Uh-huh.
watch. He's the one whose video got struck in the UK.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because of a complaint for defamation.
I come on now. You like we how you gonna take down a video for defamation? A claim of defamation. I'm sorry, you taking on my video. You need to prove defamation.
I don't know. I don't know. The fathers are everything. See, I'm even changing that. The fathers are everything. Um,
I was cracking up when the lady forgot all about the little boys.
yes, they did. And Darren is the MVP of this episode. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Anthony. I really like Anthony. St. Louis. What's his name? Oh, I can't remember. St. Louis. When they were getting ready to fight, and he was like, "Oh, sugar." Oh, Costco Corner. I think I'll have something for Costco Corner.
Me too.
Yeah, so we'll do like tips of the week or something for that for tomorrow. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us today. Bring all your notes tomorrow. So it'll be Love in Paradise and MILF Manor. Can't wait for you to join us. Thanks for coming in today. Thanks for the new subscribers for joining the tribe. Can't wait to see your comments. And until next time, Jamal.
Of course.
All right, y'all. Bye.